I'm going to be walking you through 5 steps to designing your room. I'm going to help you go from this to this. And all of the secrets I have learned in 8 years of designing and making over rooms, studying interior design. Also, things I've learned from my husband, who is a qualified carpenter.
Coming up with this concept for this toilet was a little difficult, mainly because the toilet is kind of in the same area of the house as our Moody boys' bedroom. You would have seen that on a previous video. Also, the little girl's bedroom that we did, also in another video. So if you want to check those out afterwards, you can. We have 2 different polarizing themes going on in those rooms. Dark Moody blue against the bright pinky beige. So you're walking down the hallway, you see both those rooms, you veer off into the laundry toilet area. And originally I was thinking like a Moody green color. I just felt like in the vicinity of the home was just too much going on. So I was trying to think, how can we add color to the room, but not as powerful as green? Amos and I were brainstorming, what if we use the same pink from our daughter's bedroom? Then I thought, what if we go a few shades darker and veer it a little bit more red, so it's a little bit more of a neutral tone.
I'm actually in the process of creating a planner that will help you walk through all of these steps and to collect all of the design information for all of your room makeovers. This will especially come in handy during the assessing and problem solving phase, as I'm curating a quiz to help you walk through each of these steps. If you're watching this in the future, my planner might already be available, so check the link in the description below.
Usually I have either an idea, a picture, an item of decor that I'd like to use in the room that inspires my design. This is one of my absolute favorite decor pieces I've ever found. I picked up years ago from the op shop. I love that it's got lots of patina. It's from 1993 and someone handmade it. It's just a beautiful piece. So this is the piece that is going to inspire this toilet area, and I'm going to be using the colors from this dried floral arrangement to direct the room and the color choices. With that, let's jump over to Pinterest. I want to click on this and follow through this idea. I think I want a little bit more red. I'm going to click on this portion here. Maybe less the teddy, more that. See if I can find something a little bit more reddish. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I want it a little bit more dusty. I think this is leaning a little bit more, probably still a little bit too pink. I wonder if this is kind of the color. I think that reddy burgundy, I like that. Okay, so I've got the color sorted. I really love this pin-up board idea. I really want to have a birthday calendar in our toilet with all our family's birthdays on it. That is a perfect little DIY to do for this makeover. When you're thinking about doing room makeovers and things like that, it doesn't have to be online. You can start collecting clippings of magazines, pages, rip them out, have a little journal. From here, let's go into Canva. To help channel ideas for your room, we're going to create a mood board. A mood board is pretty much a collection of images that help convey the feeling, the colors, the aesthetic that you are wanting in your room makeover. Don't get too worried about specific details or materials that will be in your room. This is more an overall collection of inspiration. Materials, fixtures, and paint colors will come in later. Oh, I'm getting excited now. Like, this is the part where I get little butterflies in my stomach. Things are coming together. I was also wondering if I want to put a cafe curtain in there. I think that would look so cute. That will look on Pinterest. Oh, I love that. Oh, it's like a tapestry kind of idea. Download. All right, let's put the... Can I get rid of the background for this? Sometimes I like to just, yeah. I think we're done with the whole mood board idea. So now I'm going to go into a sample board.
Let's create a sample board. Now this is when we start to curate the actual materials and fixtures that will live in your room. Here's where we paint a visual of what the room will actually start to look like. I'm going to be teaching you a great system for keeping track of your materials in a really organized way.
Okay, so this is from my daughter's room already. It's not the finished one, obviously. I should show you the finished one. So what we do is we have all the numbers there so that I can keep track of everything. So this is also a system I learnt in my interior design course. Alright, so it's already got like natural white in there. Let's change the colour. That's good. Like a muddy kind of clay colour. Alright, so these are the colours we're working with. Let's get a picture of a toilet in Canva. Kind of like the positioning of this toilet. So let's see if we can get rid of the background with this. That's pretty good. Alright, so we've got a toilet here. Alright, so now I'm going to have a look on Pinterest. So now I want to see if there is any way I can get kind of like the timber paneling idea. Download image. Upload file. Let's do this. So this is a trick that I do. So I want to get this idea of the panels, to give that kind of illusion of what's happening. Elements, recently used, dried flowers. Should I make my own? I might just put a few together. This. So we've got the floral picture. I think I already have an upload of the toilet roll holder from a previous room. Oh, here we go. Oh, not toilet roll holder, but the door handle. So you just screenshot from Google, and I'm going to put that in the corner. I'm wondering, do I want to make the background slightly off-white? So we can pretend that it's a toilet roll holder, or you can just let's go to Bunnings. It's similar to the door handle. Alright, so this is so similar that I'm not even going to bother here. So I'm just making it small so it looks like a toilet roll holder. Let's put the little froggy in there. So annoying that I can't background disappear. That really annoys me. Alright, cafe curtain. Duplicate this and bring this down. Do we want to do a window situation? I might do elements. I might do a small window, white. Let's add more keywords. Alright, so one of these is good. Should I use this? And then that's kind of good because it kind of gives the little windowsill that we're going to have. Alright, do I want to do something like, and just put that in there? Perfect. See, I've created a window. I'm going to hang a little cafe curtain here. So I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to flip it. It kind of gives me the visual of what I want. Love, love, love. Yeah, I kept the hands, but that's okay. So we'll put the calendar over here because it's going to be on that wall. Okay, so let's do the other wall over here. So what I'm also going to do is elements. I'm going to put some white tile on the floor. We pretty much just have white square tile. I need to look up red, orange, floral, pattern, material. I just have a little look around and see if there's anything to what I'm envisioning out there. Let's also have a look at my stash of material. I'm just kind of looking at, I've got this beautiful like leaf pattern which I could see working. I've got a black stripe if I want to do something bold. Got a yellow stripe as well. I'm not going to stress about that right now. This is more just for the idea of it because I could do yellow stripes there as well. That actually might look so cute. Yellow stripe, but it's kind of like the canvasy fabric that I'm looking for. See, this is where I'm just kind of putting a few ideas in. Alright, so that's an idea of what we could do for the material of the curtain as well. I do this kind of before, but I do it mostly afterwards because beforehand I don't really know exactly what I'm going to purchase. Like I know that I'm going to get like the Bunnings panels, so then I'll put the number here, lining, color, Dulux, because I'm pretty sure we'll go Dulux that we're going to choose, and then I'll pop that over there as well. So then we have two references for this area. The toilet is already pre-existing, tiles are pre-existing, little froggy, I can do frog roll holder, and we got that from the reject shop. Alright, and then we'll put number 3 over here, and so on and so forth. So now I have a bit of a list in my head of what I need to get. Once we've created the sample board, we have a really good idea of all of the moving parts of our room, and we can see firsthand and visualize all of the elements that are going to live in the room. This is when we can start creating lists that will help us be organized throughout the room makeover process and all of the little projects and DIYs that we're going to be completing for this room. Makeover So I just use the notes in my phone and I'll do a list function. So I know we need timber paneling, pink/red paint, tension rod, gold spray paint. So we need a top trim and we need a bottom trim, timber for calendar, toilet roll holder, door handle, office works, handmade paper. I'm also going to make a to-do list, design calendar to print, cafe curtain. Alright, and I'll write a list for Amos later on as well. So this is all behind the scenes that you get to see of how a room comes together. So hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you gained some really helpful tips along the way. If you want to see this room makeover that we have designed come to life, make sure you subscribe and join us next week. We will be posting our completed room makeover for you to enjoy. See you next week.